Hello and welcome once again to Red Gaming Tech for yet more of your daily gaming news and myself, Marta. Today is of course the 20th of September and I have some interesting news for you today concerning the PS4, as Sony has confirmed the final details for the promotion that will allow you to get PS4 versions of specific PS3 games for around $10 or £10. Now of course we have had games previously announced for this, including Battlefield 4, and with that particular game of course it is a case of physical retail versions of select marked PS3 copies will come with a voucher for a digital download version of that game on the PS4 for a small fee, which will most likely be around $10 as I previously said. Now 4 other games other than that will be participating in the initiative in North America, and this is going to be Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, Call of Duty Ghosts, Watch Dogs and Battlefield 4. And in Europe only, NBA 2K14 will also be supported. So gathering by the particular wording of that, we can obviously safely assume that we'll be getting Assassin's Creed and all the others as well in Europe, as well as NBA 2K14. Now, the fee to download the PS4 version of all of these games, aside from NBA 2K14, will be $9.99, £9.99 or €9.99. And as for NBA 2K14, the upgrade for that particular game will cost £11.99 or €14.99. However, a rather important piece of information was actually revealed, that you will need to insert the PS3 disc into your PS4 to, quote, activate and play the PS4 version at all times. Now, they have also said that the redemption codes will also expire into early 2014. Now, Sony has said, quote, you'll need to redeem your code and make the purchase before January 31st, 2014, for Assassin's Creed 4 and Watch Dogs, March 28th for Battlefield 4, or March 31st for Call of Duty Ghosts and NBA 2K14, in order to, of course, get the discount. Now, you will not need to buy a PS4 before those dates. The code, redemption and purchase of the PS4 title can be done via PS3, and then of course you can download the PS4 games and you eventually get a PS4. So say for example you can't quite afford a PS4 before that code is going to run out, you can just buy the PS4 version for the reduced price and then get the PS4 whenever you are able, in order to save yourself money in the long run, rather than waiting to buy the game until you have a PS4 and then of course having to eat the full cost of upgrading to the next gen version because the redemption code would have expired. Now, of course, the Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty Ghosts and NBA codes are a bit more generous than Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs, but it still gives you a fairly nice chunk of time between the PS4 release and the expiry date to actually pick yourself up the game, even if you're not actually an owner of the PS4 console itself. So it seems like they are definitely taking most of the people that could possibly be interested into consideration. The price differential is not really one that I'm keen on. $10 to £10 is a bit of a kick in the teeth for us in the UK, and as well as for those of you in the EU. And of course, the NBA 2K14 is even more expensive here in the UK, and of course over in the EU. So I'd be curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this. I think this is at least a good move on Sony's part. I think most people are probably just going to wait for the PS4 version, but there may be some people who can't wait for their favourite game and want to be playing it as soon as possible, but also want to be enjoying those next-gen graphics as soon as you can. Now, the capability to buy the game before you actually own a PS4 is a good one, and of course gives you the option of what I explained earlier. So I'd be curious to hear you guys' thoughts as to how useful you think this will be. I personally think it at least have some usefulness, but I think that a large number of people will probably just wait for the PS4 version, but there may be a few of you who disagree with that statement, so please do let me know down in the comments section. Anyway, that is me done for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.